Hannah Datchuk.
Jacob Farnsworth.
I really enjoyed it. It's something different that a lot of, especially like students and stuff, don't get to experience, because usually it's more being within fast food and doing the odd kind of job, and I felt like this was something that not a lot of kids and students get an opportunity to do, and I was really thankful I got to do it, and I enjoyed my time for sure.
It was a good opportunity to work at a place with actual careers rather than just a minimum wage job, so that you can kind of like see ahead to work you'll be doing in the future.
We went from unidirectional flushing to doing meters, installing and like replacing. I also got to go with a crew one day to see them actually go into a wet well and get suited up for that and go clean some things in there. So that was really cool to see. Kind of gross, but I didn't mind it too much. And yeah, so it was like we got to kind of follow along.
Kind of all that goes into providing daily services that are sometimes taken for granted. Like there's a lot more that goes into it than you would think, and people don't appreciate that as much as they should. At the plant, we did a little bit of like shadowing with the operators, and then most of our time at the plant was doing like odds and ends, like sweeping shops and mowing grass and stuff like that. And then here we did like unidirectional PMs at lift stations, metering. I did some locates as well.
Definitely the people, and where we would just kind of go from this part of town to this part of town, and it was, really fun to learn everything, but the people made it probably the best experience, because it's not fun working with someone who's not wanting to talk to you or something like that, but it seems like all the people here just are always willing to give you a hand in anything, so that made it amazing.
Probably getting to tour the treatment plant and like just how we were greeted when we first got here. We were treated like full-time employees rather than just like summer laborers. Again, it was just interesting to see how much goes into something that seems as simple as just water coming from your tap.
Because I'm not as strong as some of the other students and stuff like that. That was probably, but I was thrown into the same stuff. If I need an extra hand, they'd give me an extra hand, and they didn't have a bias or anything. So that was something coming in I was a little nervous about, but my fear went away really quick when I learned that there was nothing, I wasn't treated any different.
There wasn't much for challenges, like rather than just learning some of the concepts. So probably having to work in the heat was the biggest one.
My future plan is to pursue something within vet school probably, but after coming here and doing this, it's kind of changed my mind to, if not one of my first options, to one of my backup plans for sure is something in this industry with wastewater. Like coming back and, whether it's in the office or hands-on in the field, I got to see a bit of both and I quite enjoyed it, and it's always going to be there and it's stable. So yeah, I could definitely see this as a future opportunity, absolutely.
Either like something in trades or engineering. I'm not sure if I want to just work straight out of school or go to college, and this like kind of helped me figure out because it lets me know what I would be doing in trades, even if it's a different trade.
Not that I can think of. Just keeping the program. Like I think a lot of students really enjoy it, and it's something completely different. So having it as an option is great for people. Yes, went over and above.
For the most part, it did. Definitely at DC, because we were always like with someone learning every day.
No, just a big thank you to everyone at Aquaterra and stuff for everything you guys do and everything you take the time and stuff to train us. So bigger thanks to you guys.
I recommend doing this program even if you don't necessarily think you want a career in utilities, because it's experience that is way more valuable. And again, it lets you see some of the work that you might be doing.
Yeah, I think it was valuable. Definitely gave the students a little in on how the water utility works, in the sense that they may not know that this is a career path, and it shines some light on what the job entails and what we all do. And
yeah, I thought the internship program with Aquaterra was valuable. It gave the students some insight to what we do and its importance as to why we do it.
every student was a little different in the sense that how they learned. Some of them were hands-on, some of them were more instruction-based.
I think one of the things I enjoyed the most was letting them actually do some hands-on or practical experience when it came to tasks or a project that we were given. And for times that we had to deliver it on and work with into our next section of the city. So watching them actually do some of the physical work.
Did take some of the students to see some of the sewer structures that we have, the lift stations, and see the setup and the wet wells, the pumps that sit in the sewage to pump it all out. Just kind of a quick look at the system.
I think for me personally, one of the biggest highlight was kind of shedding some knowledge and experience on them. Like I said, just being here for a number of years, where they'd ask questions, you want to be able to answer them, and I think and hope for the most part I was able to. It kind of made you feel like a dad again. You got to take them under the wing, right? I think the biggest challenge was actually explaining in depth to the students as to why we had to do certain tasks in a particular way, because after all, they're not exactly experienced vets as to what we do. So it took a bit more time to get them to grasp the idea or concept as to what we were doing, why we were doing it.
I enjoyed having the students. It was a fun time ranting and raving on about processes and things. I think it's something that Aquaterra should keep doing.
Yeah, I think the internship program for Aquaterra is good, and I'd hope that some of the students involved in the internship program would take this profession as a serious career path down the road.